Carly and welcome back to my channel where I'm playing with inks. Usually I'm writing my novels with them, but today we're here for the February Currently Inked. And this month has a bit of a theme, and the theme that I want to go with is sort of loosely Battle of the Browns. So I'm actually sort of two of them, one of them is sort of loosely speaking a brown, or the others are. Just get a bit more room here, and then we can start. So to swatch, I'm going to use a pipette and then the bottle cap of the Diamine 30 milliliter bottle, because that's in what I've sort of done so far has come closest to an actual resin swink, like from what I'm seeing. So that's the idea. Let's see what sort of order we're going in. Don't know whether we need to go in any sort of order. Yeah, maybe we do the biggest ink bottle first so it's off the desk. And obviously the three unmixed browns that I'm featuring are sort of in all my browns videos that I've did in preparation for this February Currently Ink, and this is the Lamy Crystal Ink, and that's the colorway Topaz. Not the colorway, the color Topaz. So find the pipette. It is. See if we can do this without making a great mess. It's always the question. Okay, put the bottle aside. And then, yeah, I just turn the ink bottle over. Doing like a nice big swatch. In the month before, I think I always did like very small, demure small swatches. But obviously I managed to, I don't know if you can see that, but I managed to smudge it already. Okay, so, and I have this one inked in my Lamy Ion in black with a medium nib. I actually haven't seen this pen anywhere featured in any video so far. So Ion in black with a medium nib, and it's actually quite a fine medium. At least sort of what I'm seeing for myself. So far I tend to go smaller, like my handwriting tends to go smaller when I'm writing with this pen, which is weird, but yeah. So you will see, I think I have one fine nib in the lineup. No, two fine nibs in the lineup actually. The next ones are my two shimmer inks. And let's go by bottle size again. This is the Nutmeg from the Diamine Inkvent 24. Just make the shimmer dissipate. Come on. Okay, I think that's enough probably. Just do a bit of a, yeah, I think that should be okay. I really like so the Nutmeg is more of a grayish brown, and actually is a bit of an outlier in all the browns that I have. I hope that I picked up enough of the shimmer. And I inked this one up in my Asvine P20 in the green marble colorway. And this one has a medium nib on it as well. So I basically bought it for shimmer inks, especially because of the broad nib. Okay, so this is Diamine ink 24 nutmeg, and that is in my Asvine P20 in the green marble, the medium nib. And I really like this nib. Yeah, there's another Asvine in the lineup, the next one actually, and I actually think this size of nib, I think it's a number 6 nib, is totally fine for me. I don't need anything bigger, even though it obviously looks impressive, because the next one is next Asvine, and that has a number 8 nib, and I'm put again a shimmer ink in this. It's Caramel Sparkle from the Diamine Shimmertastic line. This is just a lovely, I really like this color. This is so to my taste. And I mentioned that before. I think that's actually one of the cases where the shimmer makes an ink more readable almost, or more legible. Okay, let's just do a bit of agitating. Just this bit more. Okay. A bit more, so I make sure I have put some shimmer in. Don't know if yeah, there's a bit of shimmer in the nutmeg. Okay. I just love this. This is so nice. And this is in the Asvine C80 in a fine nib. And this one has the number 8 nib. And I find it a bit, I don't know, I don't need it. I mean, it rides lovely. I'm not complaining about that. The only thing is, when I got this pen, this is in the green glitter colorway, the converter was a bit loose, and I was a bit afraid, because that's quite, even with the converter, there's quite a lot of room for the converter to rattle around in, and I was really afraid that this basically would detach itself when I was carrying it around and then spray ink all over everything. So I actually put a tiny bit of plastic wrap in the bottom of the pen to make sure the converter wouldn't move around. It's sort of a, I don't know, something I've been doing before. So, I mean, so far it's so good. Hasn't come out. So, Diamond, Caramel Sparkle, and it's really sparkly. I'm going to a bit more agitation here. So it's 80 green glitter in a fine. Okay. continuity is not really. But I just love this. And I, like, if all fines were like this fine, this would be my nib size. But obviously there are differences, and I mean, that's fine. It's just, this is what I'm most comfortable with. Also, the softness of the nib, I think, is quite unique. So the next two ones are special, sort of the customized ink that I mixed myself. I posted the video. I can link that in the description box. The first one is Rusty Tea, which is a mix from two Urban inks, Rouille d'encre and Lit de Thé, which is sort of why I'm calling it Rusty Tea, because with horses, you usually try to find a name that has something of the mother and the father. So that's sort of my idea, and I think that's lots of people do it like this, actually, and I really enjoy that. So obviously I have ink over me. These sample vials are really not great, but they do the job. So this is basically a lovely, just a lovely light brown with a pinky undertone. And I have this in my Jinhao 10 in the colorway caramel / somewhere is also coffee gradient. I think I bought it as a caramel gradient, and I had a bit of a rough start with this pen. I mean, from all the colorways you can get it in, this was definitely, I knew I wanted to get this one. I mean, there are so many lovely ones out there. But I put shimmer ink in there, and I really shouldn't have, because obviously that with a fine nib didn't work out pretty well. I just wanted to experiment. But yeah, sort of for click pen. Okay, so this is Rusty Tea. It's like custom. And this is in my Jinhao 10 caramel gradient with a fine nib. And I think I almost, it definitely works really well with the pen. I'm not really someone for matching the colors. Usually, it's much more about functionality for me. So, for example, the green marble and the nutmeg, that's way more about, let's find a nib that works with the shimmer. For this one, that really works. And then the last one is my last. So another custom ink. I've sort of labeled them with washi tape that I did in the same mixing session. And this was the Happy Accident. That was sort of I actually wanted to do the Rusty Tea. That was what I was most interested in. And then I sort of had the idea to do another one. And the other one was the one that I really enjoyed. And so this is Rouille d'encre again, and from Aubin, and Poussière de Lune, so moon dust from Aubin. And yeah, this gave this lovely color that sort of reminds me of one of the Sailor inks. I don't know them enough to sort of tell you which color, which sort of the Sailor Ink Studio, which number, but that's sort of the color that when I'm thinking of Sailor inks, that's sort of the color that I'm thinking of, like generally. And so I called this Rusty Dust. And this is in my Parker Jotter red with a medium nib. And it's the pen that I have used for years now. Written so much that in some with some inks it feels more like a broad than a medium. I mean, they're going to be over the month. You'll see there will be usually sort of the same suspects. I really try to keep my collection small. I find it amazing if people have a large collection. I don't have the space for it. I don't have the, I think I would get overwhelmed by it. So I'm trying to basically find new combinations, do like a bit of the mixing, because that sort of makes 2 inks into 3. And just play with what I have, like get maybe some pens here and there, but not sort of grow it as the main priority. So I'm going to let these dry and then we'll come back. So this has almost dried now. And you can see there's like a tiny bit of blackish sheen on the topaz, but just a tiny bit. The shimmer comes out really well with the Aswine for the nutmeg. It's like weirdly like these 2 little golden shimmery eyes. You can see the shimmer for the caramel spark, a sort of golden one. It also comes out in the writing really quite well. And then the 2 mixed inks have a lovely shading to them. I just thought, like, for my first attempt at throwing inks together and hoping for the best, the result was really quite lovely. And I'm very happy with it. So this is my currently inked for February. I'm going to post a review with sort of my criteria, how I'm rating them, and show spreads from my novel manuscript where I've actually used those pens, because I'm sort of at the end of the manuscript now. If I run out of words to write for the novel, I will transcribe Jane Austen's Northanger Abbey to like make sure I have at least a page of text to show. Okay, thank you so much for being here. If you would like to stick around for the ride, that would be amazing. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and yeah, you know what to do. And thank you so much, and see you soon.